Hi there, welcome to the Cult of Cinema Media Chronicles. Today we're going to be looking at some really interesting things. Via Vision comes out with what might be the biggest Blu-ray box set of all time. We gear up for the Criterion Sale, and Barnes & Noble brings us another half-price sale that may be getting even bigger than the Criterion one. Right after this. Via Vision came out this week with what may be the biggest Blu-ray box set of all time. Previously, that was most recently held by the Murder, She Wrote set. This is a different one, but I think it's worth looking into. It's the Air Crash Investigations Series 1 to 23, from a series that went from 2003 to 2023. It includes a black box replica. Yeah, that's a thing. It runs at $279.95 Australian, so that's going to be a bit cheaper if you're in Canada, the UK, or the US. It has 63 Blu-ray discs spanning the entirety of the series. If you don't know what the Air Crash Investigations is, it's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's pretty much reenactments, eyewitness accounts of, well, air crashes. It's think of it like the Unsolved Mysteries or the America's Most Wanted for airplane disasters. If you're somebody that's into this, I honestly was not a person that was even aware that this existed, but it's a thing, and it's just under shy of $300, or I guess around $250 Canadian. But for 63 discs over 23 seasons, if that's something you're into, I guess it's not really that bad of a deal. I myself would probably go for the 61 disc Murder, She Wrote set, but I kind of got the DVDs to that one in the background, right up there. But with that being said, let's talk about the big news. We always get geared up for the Criterion Sale from Barnes & Noble around this time of year, but there has been another label that has been slowly crawling its way up, and it's one that we really should talk about because, see, they're having their own sale right now, their own summer sale. They're a UK-based company, and Barnes & Noble is, well, they took notice, and they'll be doing their own 50% off sale that's actually going on right now prior to the Criterion Sale. So if you're somebody that goes into the Criterion Sale, this is a Criterion style company that if you haven't looked into, now might be the time. I only have one of their releases, and I've got it right here, so I will grab it and show you guys before we look at the sale itself. This is the now out of print Gothic box set from Radiance Films. It actually was one of their bigger print runs of I think 6,000. Most of their stuff run at 3,000, and when they go to print, they go to print. Luckily, the three titles that are in here you can still get on their own without the book and the box set. But if you wanted to get the box set, you'd have to get that on the aftermarket. I do have a listing of things that are going or close to going out of print, so I will go through that as we go through the sale. I got the email from Radiance, so let's dive into that. Radiance has been a lot like Criterion in that they look to do like different films, unique films, and films that are important. Sometimes films by directors that are well known that you may not know the film over, things that were seemingly kind of lost or just had never been brought over. They've done some really interesting stuff, and I think we should kind of just dive into it. So let's do that right now. Before I do that, though, let's list out some of the stuff that we're going to be looking at. So some of the stuff here is at a 99.9% sellout rate. There's some things I'm going to mention that are at 95%, and some that are at 90. I'm not sure how it goes for which ones come back with standard editions. Normally, the sets in and of themselves, or the movies come with this Obi card. It's limited, and that's with the booklet. And afterwards, some of them do get standard editions, so you don't get too much FOMO. Let's dive into it. This is the Radiance Sale right here, and we're going to look at the titles here. We're going to start off with A Man on His Knees. Now, this is by Damiano Damani, who they put out a really good set of a Casa Nostra set, and I think if it's not out of print, it's really low. That one was done in North America, and it's had Franco Nero, and it was 3 films by Damiani. Damiani is a fantastic director, and if you haven't seen Man on His Knees, it really is a interesting title, and one that I definitely am going to recommend. Next up, we've got A Moment of Romance here, and you can see this one is a standard edition release. The limited ones go for different prices. A lot of them here, I got it in pounds, but it's $8.33 for the limited edition release and $6.66 for the standard edition release of the title. I don't think I've seen a Moment of Romance, so I can't honestly give you too much information on that one there, but it looks like an interesting title. They do have some neat featurettes and stuff in here. You've got an audio commentary by Frank Jang. He's an Asian movie expert. There's a archival interview, and there's a new visual essay. And I love me a good visual essay. Next up, we got Elio Petri's A Quiet Place in the Country. Really good title. Elio Petri is a director that I like a lot. He has a good one that came out from Criterion called An Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion, and it's one of my recommendations for the Criterion Sale this month. I actually have it alongside me right now. So this one is still in the limited edition space, so I definitely recommend that one if you can actually manage to pick it up. A Woman Kills is is a standard edition. A great film, and we go up to a different one, the Arabata, and this one I'm trying to remember. I know I've seen it, but yeah, Aaron does not remember. So we'll go on to the next title there. We got Bandits of Orgosolo and the Lost World. So that's 2 films, and they're by Vittori De Seda. Then there's the standard edition of Big Time Gambling Boss, the standard edition for Black God, White Devil. We got standards for Black Gravel, standards for Black Tight Killers, which I thought still had the limited, but I guess that one's gone out. Buster Keaton Rides Again is here as well, which is a Canadian film and is put out in North America by Canadian International Pictures. It's one that I definitely do recommend. It's a very interesting look into the mind and life of Buster Keaton later on in his life. By a Man's Face, You Should Know Him is there for $6.66 as well. And we come to our first box set here at just 19 pounds, actually. And I'm not sure if this one is still in print since it is 99% sold out. So we'll take a look. And this is what I almost picked up when I was in France about a year ago. It's a Italian comedy set, and it's a really good set. It's got El Vivo, Matt Tator, and El Serpaso. El Serpaso is a classic, of course. But it looks like this set right now is at least temporarily out of stock. Is it going to come back in as a box set, or is it going to come in as single releases? I'm not quite sure, but keep an eye on that one if it does come back in. At 99% sold out, you might want to grab that one sooner rather than later. Cruel Gun Story is there, as well as is Cutter's Way and the absolutely fantastic film Death Game. I do have this one with the Grindhouse releasing edition, which is the I'm not sure what their edition includes here, but I do know what's on the Grindhouse releasing one. And I do love the Grindhouse one. So this looks almost exactly like it, which makes me wonder. Grindhouse releasing Radiance. So Radiance and Grindhouse did together. So yeah, if you missed out on the Grindhouse one, definitely pick this one up. It's probably one of my favorite releases that I've picked up. The package is really good, and there's an extra secret film there that you'll get to see. We also have a Raro video release here with Death Occurred Last Night, running at 8:33. We have the really interesting and really strange Dagra Magra. Yeah, weird title, I know, but it's one of their newer releases. I'm surprised to see it on sale. So let me know what you think. It's a different film. It starts out pretty kind of violently, if it's the one I remember, but it goes into a different direction after that. We got 18 Years in Prison, and with a limited edition, Elliant Beast is here. We have Gaga. We got a Raro for Gang War in Milan. A really cool and Goodbye Night Men is here. It's a standard edition. We got the Rico Proxy War, which I probably mispronounced, but that's okay. We'll we'll live with that. We got Franco Nahiro here with How to Kill a Judge, which I am pretty sure was one of the releases for Casa Nostra set. So at least that one from the Casa Nostra set has gotten a standard edition release. I'm Waiting is here for 666. We have Ivan Piri, which of course is one of, if not the first, Italian horror film, and it's by director Riccardo Frida, who in his career had Mario Bava work as a second unit director before Bava did his own work. So definitely worth checking that one out there. Feature-wise on this one, we have an alternate cut of the film running at 66 minutes long, another alternate cut of the film running at 72 minutes long, a featurette talking about the making of the film. We have an interview with Lambert Bava, the son of Mario Bava, an interview with Leon Hunt, and of course the infamous booklet and the Obi card that has become their kind of their trademark. Next up is I the Executioner with a standard release. We got El Posto Frananzati with a limited edition release. Japanese Organized Crime Boss got a limited edition release. We got Lamorfo, which is a standard release. Great film too. We got Le Combat dans l'aile. French I'm not good with, so we're going to imagine that I've pronounced that completely right. But you can see the screen at a standard edition release. Got Man Marked for Death 20 years later. It's a limited edition from Mawu Films. We got Married to the Mob. Much more mainstream release than I expect from Radiance. Messiah of Evil is here. This had a really nice limited edition release or hard box. Really, it was really sexy, but you can still get the standard edition. Miami Blues is here, which is a really good film, actually, with Fred Ward and Alec Baldwin. Of course, with Jennifer Jason Leigh. We got Mississippi Mermaid here, limited edition, Misunderstood limited edition. I've got this one here actually on DVD. It was one of the first Raro videos I ever picked up, and it's Murder Obsession. If you're a fan of, I want to see, because I'm pretty sure she's in it. Yeah, Anita Strindberg is in this one here, and I'm pretty sure Laura Gemser's in it as well. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure Laura Gemser's in it. Newer on the releases here is another limited edition release, and this is two films. It's Nomad plus My Heart is That Eternal Rose. Definitely a recommendation on that one there. And that one is at 99% sold out. Okay, we're up to a really, really big one. This one's at 90% sold out. And it's going to get one of my high recommendations because it is Nothing is Sacred. It's 3 Heresies by Louis Banal. And if you know Louis Banal, then you're going to want to grab the set. We got Exterminating Angel, Viridiana, and Simon of the Desert. It's a big hardbox set with some great features on here, including a BBC Arena documentary on Banal. We have a documentary here on his Mexican period, which this is doing. We actually do have another Banal documentary done by Javier Espada. It's just loaded with stuff. So you're a Banal fan and you like these more unique box sets, it's at 90%, so you might want to grab that one sooner rather than later. Obi Oba, The End of Civilization, has got a standard edition release. Panic in Year Zero is still under the limited edition. I remember having this on DVD back in the day from MGM Studios, so it's nice to see this get a good release. We have Planet of the Vampires here with the standard edition release. No, special edition release, but looks like there's the infamous sold out. I just noticed that. Hopefully, I haven't showed you one that's been sold out, but you can see the screen anyway in case I've missed it. We got Red Sun here, Revenge of the Blood Beast. It's another rare video release. Scream and Scream Again. I have that through Twilight Time. She Dies Tomorrow is here as well. We have the Shinobi Standard Edition release here as well. This was initially like a big box set. It was really nice. The Shinobi one is one of those that I kind of kicked myself. I almost picked it up when I was in Canada the last time, and I didn't like the look of the box. Come to find out, incredibly excellent films. But so sometimes don't be shallow like me and go on that alone, because you can get it now, but you can get it as a standard edition and just get 3 really incredible films. The Shinobi Volume 2 box set is coming out really soon, so get caught up on your Shinobi before the second set comes out. We got Slap the Monster on page 1 here, limited edition. The Suzo River here, the standard edition. We got Sympathy for the Underdog here, limited edition. Sympathy for Maskers here, which is a standard edition release. We have Tattooed Life, another limited edition release. Tishel Panton. I'm totally massacring some Sarah. Oh my God. The Agitator, 3 Provocations from the Wild World of Jean-Pierre Macchi was one that I was very, very interested in. I was looking at it earlier this morning. It is sold out. So hopefully they'll come back in with a standard edition release of this, or release these 3 titles on their own, because they are definitely 3 interesting titles. Things are literally selling out while we're watching. I'm going to try to get this video up ASAP so you guys can see this, and hopefully more stuff won't be gone by the time you see it. The Boss is here, which is a great Fernando Del Leo film from Arrow Video. We have the Bounty Hunter trilogy, one that I do strongly recommend. This is 3 really good films, and I have a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with this one. I don't have this release, but I have seen all 3 of these films. The Bride from Hades is here, which was that one of the ones on my, nope, yes it is. It's one of the ones on my set here. And I knew it was. The Brideware Black is here as well, standard edition. We got The Case is Closed, Forget It, standard edition. We have The Cat here, limited edition. That one's still available. And Day of the Owl, it's a standard edition, but it's Claudia Cardinale and Franco Nero and Lee J. Cobb. It's a wonderful film, and I definitely do recommend it. The Dead Mother has a limited edition one right here as well. We've got The Facts of Murder. The Ghost of Yatsuya, which is another one from the box set that I'm holding in my hand right now. The Horrible Dr. Hitchcock is a wonderful release, and I definitely recommend that you check that out. It's a standard edition, but it's a very good one. Hotspot. Hotspot is a really, really different film. It's very much, it's like neo-noir. God, it's lost. Don Johnson stars in this one with Virginia Madison and Jennifer Connelly, a younger Jennifer Connelly. If you've never seen this movie, it's got Jack Nance too. It's a really interesting film, and I think it was one of those that it's just the time it came out, kind of fell under the radar. So if you haven't experienced or watched The Hotspot, kind of go in blind, knowing it's kind of this really uniquely different neo-noir that I will recommend. We've got The Iron Prefect here with the standard edition release. There's another Raro here, a Fernando Del Leo one with the Italian connection. The Landlord is unfortunately sold out. A really good release with a very young Beau Bridges. The Man from Majorca is here with the limited edition release, and we'll go to the very last page here where they got the standard for The Man on the Roof, the Raro video release of Night of the Devils, The Shape of Night. There is the standard edition release of The Snow Woman, which is an absolutely fantastically beautiful film. It's in my set. Limited edition release-wise, we still have The Sting of Death, The Story of Adelaide H. It looks like Chijiro Lone Yakuza is one that is unfortunately sold out. Luckily, hopefully we'll get a standard edition of that one. Sunday Woman and The Working Class Goes to Heaven as a standard edition. Thieves Like Us gets a standard edition during the sale. Tony Arzenta gets a standard edition. Trinke Laken. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you can see it on the screen. That has a standard edition. We got Underworld Beauty, which also has a limited edition here. Viva la Morta as a limited edition. Walking the Edge. I got the fancy edition version. This one got a standard edition. War of the Worlds, which looks like that was part of that box set that came out. That's the standard edition for this one right here. We've got limited editions here for We Still Kill the Old Way. Definitely recommend that. That's a really good film. And it looks like we got limited edition, both the UK and US release for Weak Spot. The standard edition of an absolutely fantastic film, Welcome to the Dollhouse. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend this one. I love that film. What happened was got a limited edition here, still in stock right now. Witness in the City is a standard edition. Yakuza Graveyard is a standard edition. And Yokohama BJ Blues has a limited edition. That's all 4 pages. To know what is getting close to being sold out, and some of these are sold out, like the Tokujiro Lone Yakuza, the Agitator. A Quiet Place in the Country is 99% sold out. Sympathy for the Underdog is 99% sold out. The comedy box set is 99% sold out and may actually be sold out. They're not sure on that one yet. Nomad Plus My Heart is the Eternal Rose is 99% sold out. The Sting of Death is 95% sold out. Nothing is Sacred is 90% sold out. The Dead Mother is 90% sold out. And We Still Kill the Old Way is also 90% sold out, as is Mississippi Mermaid in 18 Years in Prison. Whether some of these have sold out since I got that email, well, you probably saw as I was talking about the titles here on the website. Now, with that being said, there's also the famous Criterion Sale. One of the films that I definitely recommend that I've got the DVD of, and I really need to eventually get the Blu-ray of that they put out. There's a reason I'm wearing the shirt, actually. If you don't have it, Unibaba is a wonderful film. And there you can see the mask on my shirt. I also recommend the Jackie Chan Police Story and Police Story 2 set. This is a lot of fun. And it's nice to see Jackie Chan getting some love nowadays, whether it's like his releases over in the UK from 80 Films or his releases from Criterion or Shout Factory. I do recommend the Police Story films. Police Story 3 actually has a really good 80 Films release that I do recommend. I am going to also recommend Alfred Hitchcock's Foreign Correspondent. A lot of titles get talked about a lot with the Hitchcock stuff, especially the early stuff. But Joel McCrea in Foreign Correspondent is one that I often see get overlooked a lot. So I'm definitely going to give a recommendation to that title right there. Got to watch out for a little pixie over here that's very interested in photobombing me. Valerie and Her Week of Wonders was a blind spot for me, and that's one that I bought. I was a bit of a blind buy. Apparently, Pixie is absolutely adoring it, aren't you? So I definitely am going to recommend that one as well. On the horror side of things, I wanted to put one of them in here, and Carnival of Souls is a recommendation. If you got those one already, then grab yourself Night of the Living Dead because they're 2 fantastic titles that do belong in your collection. I do have Night of the Living Dead as well. Carnival of Souls is such a fantastic release. And like I mentioned before, Elio Petri's Investigation at Was Citizen Above Suspicion is a utterly fantastic film. If you have not yet checked this one out, I do recommend that you check it out. It's a great film. It's a great release, and I highly recommend it. As for box sets, you can't go wrong with the ultra cool Zariichi box set. I will give a big recommendation. The one that I don't have is the Anya Varda set. I got the Jacques Demy set, so I really should get his wife, Anya Varda, and definitely something that I want to grab down the road. There's so many others coming out during the Criterion sale, and I'll try to do another video with some more Criterion recommendations and maybe going onto the Criterion website and looking into that as well. But we've looked at the possibly biggest Blu-ray box set today. We've looked at a kind of in-depth look at Radiance films, and I will show you the box set that I got from them really quickly to give you an idea of what Radiance is in case you are unfamiliar. This is the Obi strip that comes on all the releases. This is the book for this particular box set, which has some great writings, including the story that the film's based on. There is the Bride from Hades. Each of these releases does come with alternate artwork. So I actually kind of like that. It's not something that Criterion does very often. So it's nice to see that done. We have the Ghost of Yatsuya, which is on, the standard edition is on sale. They keep their discs much like a lot of the bigger companies do, kind of colorful, kind of fairly plain. It kind of reminds me of like the Eureka cases. When it comes to that, we have the alternate artwork right there. And last but not least on this set is one of my favorite films, and that is The Snow Woman, which I really, really recommend that you guys check out. This is such a great title, and it's my favorite of the interior artwork as well. So not just Pixie, but Goose is here to because little did you know, Goose is very interested in Japanese cinema or Asian cinema. My name is Aaron. Thanks for watching The Color of Cinema. I'll see you here next time. You should see, hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, a very special You Can Only Keep 10 that'll be great for the weekend, because it's looking at indicator and not just a regular You Can Only Keep 10 where we do 9 singles and 1 box set. No, in this one we flip the script and we do 9 box sets and 1 single. Hope to see you there, and always be sure to like, share, subscribe, listen to the wise words of Subscription Sloth. I got a Patreon, I got membership if you want to join one of those and get the extra bonus videos. There's been a lot coming out this month. See you next time.
Oh God. Subscription Sloth here. Just want to remind you that I know in the summertime especially it can be super warm and lazy. But if you're liking this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go that step further and join the Patreon, there's a link for that down below. You can super sticker, super chat, or donate. But above all, just lie back and enjoy the video, because that's what I'm going to do.